I'm joined now by Matt Cardle, and I have to say we are so lucky to have you here in studio because there was a chance that you weren't going to be allowed to get on your flight to Dublin, wasn't there?
That's right, yeah. I don't have my passport with me. I'm not actually sure where it is altogether.
Matt, how does that happen? How do you go to the airport and you don't have your passport?
I think my manager has it from when we came back from LA a couple of weeks ago. I think for some reason or another he may have held on to it as we were checking in or out or customs. I can't think, but I really tried to find it, but I couldn't.
Okay, now we're not condoning this, right? But how do you get on a flight without your passport?
The best procedure is go up to the desk and say, I mean, if I was trying to get to the US, there's just no way.
No way.
But it's because
do you know who I am?
Absolutely not. If anyone does that, if anyone ever said that near me about themselves, I'd probably want to spit. It's the worst thing in the world.
So what do you do to get on the plane?
You say, excuse me, I'm so sorry, I don't have my passport. I said, are the chances slim to 0 or 0 to 0 that I'm going to Ireland today? And they were like, well, slim to 0. I was like, what are you saying? There's a chance. And then my out-of-date driving licence was enough to get me on the plane.
I am loving, at the moment, your new single, Loving You, with Mel C.
Yeah.
I have to steal, I was on Perez Hilton's website. He says, we recently reported about how we were loving you, and we thought the song was sweat-inducing in English. If the English version sounded steaming, this new Spanish version, Te Amo, is like a large, extremely hazardous steam vent.
Well, that's really sweet of him, and I thank him for taking an interest in what I'm doing and what Mel's doing and what we're doing together. It's really kind of lovely to have that kind of recognition.
How does that happen? You end up collaborating with an ex-Spice Girl.
I met her at XFactor. I met her at Isle of Wight again, and then I invited her to come and watch my last date of my tour in the Union Chapel in London. And we started talking about writing together, and then we thought about doing a duet, and I said I had this song that I'd started that we could finish together, so we did, and this is it.
I have to agree with Perez Hilton. This really is a hot song. But then the clip gets even hotter.
The lyrics are sexy. It's a sexy song, and the video is also quite sexy.
Yeah, you do the video right, and kissing has to be awkward anyway. But then is it true you go and ask, can we practice before we do the real thing? Like, really?
When you say it like that, it's really bad. No, what happened was, the video that I did previous to Loving You was a video for a song called Lately off my second album, and I was wearing a pair of pants, a pair of skinny jeans and nothing else, and Melanie, the girl, funnily enough, in the video was wearing bra and knickers, and we were rolling around all over each other. I mean, topless, and that was full on, you know.
Is that awkward?
No.
That's the perk of your job, isn't it?
Yeah. If you're attracted to the person that you're doing it with, then no.
Yeah.
If I had no physical attraction to the person I'm doing it with, then yeah, it's very difficult to do that. But both Mels, I was and am very attracted to. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's just you. It's fine. If you want to kiss someone, kiss them.
Yeah.
You know? And if people are filming, that's the awkward bit, not the kissing them.
Well, let's go back to the practice, though.
Okay, yeah.
So how do you go, okay, I'm going to try and do this more than once?
Well, we had to do it more than once anyway. You don't get these things in one take. But the thing is, what Melanie from the Lately video, she's an actress, and what she said to me is like, what looks good and what feels good are two completely different things. That's why when you see someone kissing someone passionately in the street, you're like, ugh, get a room.
So, when you say to Mel C, I want to practice, how do you sell that to her?
You just ask and hope she goes, I don't really want to do this anyway, but I'm certainly not going to practice. No, like we were both, like, I was less nervous about kissing someone in front of people because of the video I'd done previously.
Yeah. She
had never had a love interest in a video before, and she'd never kissed anyone on like that. And I was more nervous because it was Mel C, you know, like, this is, you know, it's a big deal, and obviously I've done it before. I haven't done it with a Spice Girl before. So I said to her, like, and when you kiss someone anyway, whether you know, the thing I'm trying to explain it the best I can. Like when you meet someone, you have a connection, you kiss someone for the first time. It's usually quite a lovely, and we don't want to be all flowery about it, but it's you know, people's first. It's a big deal. Yeah. You know, and it should be slow and romantic and everything that you want a perfect first kiss. That's what it should be. Unfortunately, you don't really have that it's like, guys, the counter's ticking. We're trying to film you. Actually, get on with it. You know. So when you do get to kiss someone, you need to know how they kiss and how it's like. You know. So.
Well, the practice paid off because it is a hot kiss. You
Thank
can watch
you.
that video on YouTube. Over 250,000 people already have. Now, X Factor's about to come back to our screens. It's the 10th year of X Factor. You were involved in one of the most successful and most watched X Factors ever.
Mm-hmm.
And they've gone and put together this montage of winners and artists who have done really well. I don't get it. You have been left out of that montage. How does that make you feel?
Couldn't be less fussed either way, if
Really?
I'm honest. Yeah, the thing is, look, I'm more concerned for the fact that the video is for the fans of the X Factor, fans of the show, right? I won that show. I was voted for by the public. They wanted me to win, and I won. I won the voting every week apart from the first when I came second. So that year, they obviously wanted me to win, and I won. So for them to have me not on the video, then, you know, and I've seen a few people are bothered by it. Look.
That's got to be nice, though, Matt. The fact that you not being in it has actually raised the amount of people who are upset and true fans.
Well, I mean, I've had such a loyal following for a long time, and I really appreciate everybody who's enjoying what I'm doing. But I've moved on now. You know, I've moved. I don't have any problem with the X Factor whatsoever. People have this misconception that I dislike X Factor or I had a pop. I'd never had a pop at X Factor. I still thank Simon, Psycho, Sony, Columbia, everybody that helped me, you know, through that, and I thank everybody for what you've done for me. I'm standing on my own too now, and it's great whether I'm in your video or not. It doesn't bother me, you know. But it's a shame for the people who voted to get me to the position where I would have been in it, you know, whatever, it's fine.
It doesn't matter because you've still got a great career and you're still keeping in contact with Dannii Minogue.
Yeah.
I follow her on Twitter and half of her tweets are just retweeting what you're up to.
She's amazing. Look, I love that woman to bits, I really do. She's been nothing but an absolute rock for me ever since I met her in Queensland, and, you know, I've met very few people bar my family, my closest friends, my manager, people that I've worked with, that I still work with, and Dannii, that really mean what they say and do what they say. You know, she is one of the most down-to-earth, lovely, genuine people I know. So she is in that handful of people that I can say is a gem. That's really nice to hear. And so what's next for you? You're working on a third album? Yes, the third album will be out here on the 25th of October. And the single with Mel is out on the 16th of August over here. Well, we can't wait to hear it. In the meantime, do yourselves a favour and get onto YouTube and watch that Loving You video. You'll be thanking me, I promise. Matt Cardle, thank you so much.